The sound of clinking cups filled the kitchen. Nkechi stood by the counter, her hands deep in flour, rolling small balls for puff-puff. She had been up since dawn, not because she had to cook, but because she couldn't sleep. Her mother, Mama Ada, sat at the table, sipping tea, her hair tied neatly. She watched her daughter with a smile that was warm, but something about it felt too careful. "You should be sleeping, my daughter," Mama Ada said soft. "I tried," Nkechi replied, pressing the door harder than she meant to. "But my head is full." Her mother chuckled. "It is the wedding fever. It happens to all brides. You will be fine once you see Emeka standing there, waiting for you." Nkechi's lips curved into a shy smile at the mention of her fiancé. "He said he might pass by today before the ceremony." Her mother said, looking away into her tea. "That man, he is always early for everything." There was a pause. The kitchen clock ticked, slow and loud. Nkechi could feel her mother's eyes on her again, but when she looked up, Mama Ada was already gazing out the window. Later that morning, Emeka arrived. He was dressed in a crisp white shirt and dark trousers. He carried a small bag in one hand and a gentle smile. "Good morning, my queen," he said. Her cheeks warmed. "You shouldn't be here, you know. It's bad luck to see the bride before the wedding." "Then I will close my eyes," he teased, making her laugh. From the kitchen doorway, Mama Ada stood watching. Her face was unreadable, but her fingers tapped lightly against the frame. "Emeka," she greeted Dot. "Mama Ada," he said warmly. "You are looking as young as the day I met you." There was a moment, a long one, where they simply looked at each other. It wasn't awkward, exactly, but Nkechi felt something shift in the air. Her mother broke the silence first. Come in, come in. You know you are welcome here." They sat in the small living room, the three of them. Emeka talked about the wedding preparations, the guests, the music. Mama Ada listened with quiet interest, but sometimes her eyes seemed to drift to another place. At one point, Emeka reached for the glass of water on the table. His fingers brushed Mama Ada's by accident. They both froze for a fraction of a second, then laughed it off. Nkechi noticed. She didn't know why her chest felt tight at that moment. When Emeka left, Mama Ada walked him out to the gate. Nkechi watched from the window, telling herself not to think too much. It was just a day away. The house buzzed with visitors, cousins, aunties, neighbors, all dropping by to give blessings, bring food, and share gossip. Nkechi tried to stay in the center of it, laughing and talking, but her eyes kept drifting to the gate. That's where Emeka stood with her mother again. She told herself it was nothing. People talk to their in-laws to be all the time. But the way Mama Ada leaned slightly toward him, her head tilted as though shielding their words from the rest of the world, it made Nkechi's stomach feel strange. Inside, Nkechi's cousin Chioma was folding fabrics for tomorrow. "You look like someone who just heard bad news," Chioma teased. Nkechi forced a smile. "I'm fine." Chioma grinned. "You are thinking about Emeka, Abi." "Don't worry, men get cold feet sometimes. Just tie him down with good food and other things." Nkechi laughed, but it didn't reach her eyes. At the gate, Mama Ada said quietly, "You shouldn't have come today." "I wanted to see you," Emeka replied. She glanced toward the house. "If she sees us, she won't," Emeka cut in, but then softened. I needed to hear your voice." Mama Ada shook her head, a small smile on her lips. "You are trouble." From where she stood behind the curtain, Nkechi couldn't hear the words. But she saw the smile. The one her mother rarely gave anyone. That evening, rain began to fall. Mama Ada sat on the veranda, shelling groundnuts. The sound of the rain against the zinc roof filled the silence. Nkechi came out and sat beside her. "Mama, do you like Emeka?" she asked suddenly. Mama Ada's hand stilled for just a second before she answered. Why would you ask me that? You don't say much about him. Her mother gave a soft laugh. Sometimes it is better not to say too much. Words can spoil things. Nkechi studied her face, but Mama Ada's eyes were on the ground notes again, as if the question had never been asked. In the corner of the veranda, the small radio played a love song. Nkechi didn't know why it made her uneasy. The kind that makes you think about someone you can't have before the sun was fully awake. Nkechi opened her eyes to the soft orange light spilling into her room. Today was the day she had dreamed about since she was a little girl, her wedding day. But she didn't feel like getting up. She lay still, listening to the sound of voices outside. Some were cheerful, the neighbors' women setting up chairs, children running around, but underneath, there was another voice. Low. Almost like it was hiding. She slipped quietly to the window.